I wear like a million hats. Is this boring to y'all? That's a lot going on because I love this. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So it is Candace Span. Thanks for stopping by and subscribing to my channel. And my whole brand is going to be centered around all things home, real estate, faith, and fun. Not only are you going to learn about new construction, maybe how to buy, sell, build, or invest in real estate. On top of that, you may leave inspired with me talking about my relationship with God and just how I've grown over the years just out of relationship with Him. I'm also working in interior design, so I have a certification in interior design, so you may see new backdrops in my home with just some updated decor. And then also too, I have a candle line with my home accessories and it's called Abundant Life Restore. So I have a lot going on, let's just say that. And I got a podcast.
That's a lot going on.
I wear like a million hats. But I just want to throw that out there. So if you have a chance, you can also go to my website. My website is CandaceSpan.com and /links. You can find all the links of everything that I'm talking about there. So just so you know, I've been working in the real estate industry for over 9 years. My background has been working in new construction. I have loved working in that profession for a very long time. And recently, earlier this spring of this year, I just jumped in general brokerage. So I no longer sell for just a home builder. Now I can help people buy, sell, build, and invest. Even while jumping in general brokerage, I do realize that new construction is something that I want to continue in. So I'm going to be starting a brand new series talking about strictly just new construction. So if this is going to be for you, or if this is something that you want to learn about, how to buy one of those houses, maybe how to build, just information about new construction, then you came to the right place. I also just want to say thank you to everybody who has already subscribed, followed, left comments on my videos. I really appreciate that. If you haven't, go and check out my last ones. I talked about I bought my house, now what? I talked about why you should buy a new construction house. And then also just giving a client past experience of things that we dealt with going to closing. With me being in real estate, I really want to show the reality of what can happen until I get to that luxury status and I can show you all the fancy stuff about it. Look, we're going to build this point up. So today though, what I'm going to be introducing with this brand new series, I just want to simply talk about what is new construction. I know so many times I will have a conversation with people, and a lot of people believe just because they see a brand new house, they may have white picket fence, they may have big yards, that is all considered new construction. And honestly, that's not really true. New construction, literally, like from the Google definition, and I have my notebook in front of me, so that's why I'm probably looking down. New construction is literally considered as a structure that has been newly built that has never been lived in. So even if you see a house that's been built less than 2 years ago, that may be considered a newly built home. But besides that, new construction is just a house that has been brand new and never lived in. And those are going to be considered a new construction home. A lot of people want to purchase a new construction home. My first house was a pre-owned home. The house that I'm living in now is a new construction home. I bought it brand new. Nobody ever lived in it, but the ability to be able to afford it, buy it, and now furnish it has just been such a blessing. So I just kind of want to talk about like, what is new construction? What do those neighborhoods look like and how that structure is set up? Keep in mind, this series is going to be on my YouTube page, so it is something that you can follow down the line later. But I told you about what new construction is, and basically with a newer exterior, it doesn't always mean just because the houses have, like I said, white picket fences, big yards, etc., that's considered new construction. New construction, like I said, is going to be something that nobody has ever lived in. What is considered a new construction neighborhood? I want to educate you on what the tiers and the umbrella of a new construction neighborhood looks like. So when we're talking about new construction in a neighborhood that has land, developed lots, at the top of the umbrella there is going to be the developer. Okay, the developer is the top of the umbrella as it's concerned into a new construction neighborhood. Up under that first tier of the umbrella is going to be the builders. So you'll have different home builders inside of the developed neighborhood. So I don't know, there's a popular neighborhood in Somerville called Cane Bay. Cane Bay has Mungo, Lennar, Cane Bay has D.R. Horton, Cane Bay has Del Webb, they have K. Havinian Homes, they had K. Hov. All of these are different builders inside this new construction neighborhood, right? And those different builders, they have different communities. So those are going to be the different names of the communities, like Jasmine Point or Summerwind Crossing or Del Webb. Those are going to be the neighborhoods that fall right up under the builder who builds in those neighborhoods. Within those neighborhoods, when they build, they have the ability to build different type of new construction properties. So in those properties, some of them could do single family detached. Some of them could do a single family attached, which is called a townhome. A lot of them could do single family ranch style, which is for the 55 and up communities. Those are always going to be a single level property. So what I'm basically explaining is that from the developer to the builder to the community to the floor plan is how a new construction neighborhood is laid out. So when you go into a neighborhood, it's like, I'm gonna live in a new construction neighborhood. It's like,
Okay, well, what part of the new construction neighborhood you want to live in? And
this is why when you're hiring your realtor, it's important to know that, do I want to live in a neighborhood that has 1 million or 100,000 of homes in there? Or do I want to live in a smaller new construction neighborhood where maybe it's just a street of 100 houses, or maybe not a community with over 100 homes. So a lot of times when you're going through with your agent will ask these questions like, are you into new construction? What type of new construction are you into? Do you like 2-story? Do you like a single level, 55 and up? Things like that are going to be very important questions that your agent should be asking when you're trying to purchase in a new construction neighborhood. One thing I will also teach you with the new construction is that within the main developer, builder, community floor plan, there is going to be HOA costs associated with that. And I don't want to confuse it. So how that's set up is a developer who owns the land and has now split the land between the builders. There could be a main association HOA fee for being in this neighborhood, because everybody under this developer uses the amenities, the pool, the park, the basketball courts, tennis courts, pickleball, etc. Right? So everybody will have a main association fee to pay to the developer. Now within those neighborhoods, they may build additional amenities, meaning trails, parks, etc., a grill area. They may even have a community club. Those people not only have to pay the developer fee, but they also have to pay another fee that is associated for that community to take care of those community needs. If you are in a neighborhood that has a single family detached home, and then also you have a home that's a single family attached, townhomes require more work. So those are included with grass cutting, pressure washing, pest control, things like that. The HOA will then take care of the townhome as an included expense in the HOA. So townhomes could have a much higher HOA fee because things are included into the HOA. Does that make sense? So I wanted to share that because all of that is called a master plan community. And when we're thinking about what new construction looks like, that's going to be the graph that you're going to look at. When it says Cane Bay is going to be the developer. And then under the developer, you have your builders, which are the big names that I just talked about, different builders. And then up under that, they have communities. And then under those communities, they have different floor plan that works for the buyer profile for who they're building for. And within all those categories, they may have a lot of amenities. They may have more detailed amenities for that community, but it also allows them to build to their buyer profile. And all of that at the end is going to be called a master plan community. Is this boring to y'all? Because I love this stuff, okay? I really do love the master plan community. I actually am such a nerd about this because I want to have my own master plan community. I want to be the one that owns the land and breaks up the land into different builders and sell off the plots of land to people to help with building single family homes in a community. It is something that I desire to do. So I've learned about this, and I think it's something that people should know, because I do hear a lot of things where people are saying what they assume what new construction is, or what they think new construction is, and I won't assume any of that for you guys. So I just wanted to educate you on the right terms and everything as well. So when you're having a conversation, you know how to talk about, oh, this is the builder, or this is new construction, or this is the HOA. You know where all this stuff is coming from, and then how it all falls. Besides that, every builder that is in a new construction home is known for something different. So a lot of times I've seen, even when I worked in the past in new construction, people will come into my office to talk to me about an incentive that another builder has. If we are not the type of builder that builds that type of home, quality, etc., we cannot produce what we don't have. So for instance, there's a popular builder here in Charleston that builds for affordability, meaning they build affordable homes. That does not mean that they will build quality homes. So when you're coming to a builder that builds of quality at a much higher price, you can't assume that the builders will then give you the same incentive that another builder has. So I do want to say that, because sometimes it can be a mistake where you're coming into the office like,
well, they giving me $15,000. Why y'all ain't giving me $15,000?
They may not work like that. And with me being on the side of a quality builder, I've seen it, and I've even asked, like, can we give more incentive because so-and-so was giving them more incentives? They're like,
no, you can't.
so then you have a hard time selling, or you have to turn people away because you just may not be the builder for that buyer profile. Not necessarily anything wrong. It just means that you're selling to a person that can really afford that price point, if that makes sense. You know, when you're out looking for a house or in new construction, if you're looking for affordability, then you need to research affordability builders. And when you're talking to your realtor about that, which is your realtor job, which is our job, to help put you in a home that works with your needs. So you don't have to do all this research. This is going to be the job of the realtor to do. Some builders are known for quality. Some builders are known for acreage and space. So some people have large yards. You may see things in new construction. Some of their taglines on their neighborhoods are called estate style homes, meaning their yards are huge. Somebody may be a quick move-in builder, meaning they have houses that are done and they're just wanting to move you in super quickly. Affordability. Some people are known for quality. A lot of people, I've seen another builder here in Charleston. I cannot remember the name, but they have a farmhouse look where all of their houses have barnwood doors and they have metal roofs. A lot of builders also have like a coastal look. So like Pulte Homes, a lot of them have like that coastal and traditional colonial feel of the exterior. You can't go into these neighborhoods and expect what you see in other neighborhoods for them to produce, because if it's not their style, they just simply won't do it. They just won't. Or they'll say, hey, we may not be the builder for you. Maybe you can try out another builder. They may have exactly what you're looking for. So their goal is to sell their home within their brand. And it's important for you to know what type of new construction home that you want when you're going into each neighborhood. So it does help you with conversation. It does help you have the right expectation. And it does help you not like feel shut out by agents. Sometimes people will be like, well, she was very short, or she act like she didn't really want to help us, or they really didn't have what I needed. It's not necessarily that they didn't have what you need or care. It's just that literally they just can't produce the needs for you. So it's very important for your realtor to know exactly what you're looking for, the style of the house that you like, etc. Things to look for in new construction when you're going out into these neighborhoods, or when you're going into different appointments. They may use a lot of terminologies that you don't know. So I just want to share a few terminologies, and then we're going to call it quits after this video. So one of the few of the terminologies that you're going to learn in new construction, they say the word like starts. We have starts coming out, we have starts happening, we have home starting. Basically, this is just when the build of the house will begin. So this is called the start of any build package. Basically, they're saying, hey, we got starts happening in December. And that basically means that this bracket or phase of the neighborhood is going to be starting in the month of December. Typically with a new construction build, you can look at about 6 to maybe 9 months for completion. A lot of builders who build extremely fast can finish sooner than that. But most of the time when you're buying a brand new home, you can expect a 6 to 9 month build with that as well. So it does take some time. When they say starts does not mean that's when it's going to be completed, but that's when they will begin the building process. Another term to realize is that, or to learn about with new construction, is permits. Working in the permit department for almost 2 years, I've learned a lot about this category. And I think I shared it in another video, but permits are going to be something that when you are deciding to build a house or they're speccing these houses out, we have to go to the county and apply for the permit of the construction of the house. So this is the builder, drafting up the floor plans, and the floor plans have to go to the municipality to approve that this is the house that's going to be built on that home site. So they may say, well, permits were submitted then, or permits are being released then. That's just basically letting you know the time frame of when the municipality is approving the builder to build a house. Besides starts, permits, 2 other things that you'll learn about when you buy a new construction house is going to be your pre-drywall walks. So this is when the house is actually going to be in framing, when the wood is just right out the ground, right after the foundation. They'll walk you through the house prior to them putting in drywall. And they'll allow you to get the house inspected. They'll allow you to see how things are going. You can see where your gas lines are, etc. They do a lot of that. And then after everything is all said and done, you'll have a pre-settlement walk. And a pre-settlement walk is going to be a walkthrough that you have prior to you settling or prior to you closing on the house. Meaning that everything that you signed off on at your initial appointment, the house that you bought, the color selections look right, the layouts look right. You're going to be walking through this house as a final pre-settlement walk to make sure that you know how everything works, the water shutoff line works, and the house is what you paid for, basically. And that's going to sum up all that we should know at the beginning of what is new construction. I just wanted to share that with you so that it's something that you can keep in your back pocket when you're having conversations. You know how to navigate. You know how to have a conversation with your realtor. And when your realtor is speaking to you, you're not confused about what the realtor is talking about. So I really appreciate you guys for watching. Please stay tuned with my new construction series because I'm going to be sharing a whole lot just about new construction, period. And this is something that you can keep in your back pocket to help you win with a new construction home. So I really appreciate you guys for watching and tuning into my video. And I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.